Hello and welcome to Quietly Talking Movies ASMR channel. My name's Matt and today I will be actually presenting two of the new releases that are coming up on the 23rd of September. At the time of the recording, as I'm recording right now, it's Sunday, the 22nd of September, and my pre-orders have already been available for collection, so I did that. So I'm already talking to you from the point of Sunday 22nd of September. So I'm still talking about it as if they are actually being released in the future, but most likely this video is going to pop up sometime around Wednesday 25th of September. I went to HMV today and I picked up my essentially arrivals for the last 3 weeks that I've been away on holidays, and I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 new titles. Two of them are strictly not new, but there was actually 9 titles that I have missed to basically provide you and show you. Yeah, nonetheless, I'm able to actually provide you with a glimpse into some of the others that are coming up tomorrow, actually. So when it comes to the other videos, when it comes to the other titles that have been released recently, I will be making kind of like a bulk video, a show and tell, most likely, not an unboxing. When it comes to most of the titles, except for, I would say, 2 titles, I will be doing a full unboxing sometime soon. But essentially, except for all those, I'm going to be doing like a general show and tell and the unboxing only for some of them, for kind of like a general September update. But as we're talking, when it comes to September, as 23rd of September is the time when we actually got 2 new releases, which is Pet Sematary and Rosemary's Baby, collector's editions from Paramount Pictures. So these are newest additions to 4K collector's editions. These films were previously available on 4K Ultra HD, but apparently Paramount for Halloween decided to create collector editions of those films. First of them, let me pop up, according to the release date, is Roman Polanski's Rosemary's Baby. This is a film made in 1960, I want to say 1968, but yes, 1968, very good, I have good memory. And this is a 4K collector's edition. Previously this film has been available on a standard 4K only, but for Halloween we actually got a collector's edition of that film. So I sold my standard version of the film because it's amazing, and I pre-ordered that, so that was a must buy for me when it comes to collector's edition. I think one thing to mention about these editions is that they're actually labeled specifically with a logo called Paramount Scares. So not Paramount Pictures, but Paramount Scares. I believe this is kind of like Paramount's kind of way to say that this is a very special one of a time edition that is being released specifically on Halloween. So, but it might be also like one of the first editions of a new line from Paramount. And when I say a new line, I think at the moment of recording this, we have already received kind of like announcements for 2 more titles from Paramount Scares line. So these 2 titles were actually released in September. There are actually 2 new titles coming up in October, namely The Ring by Gore Verbinski from 2001, I believe, or 2001 or 2002, and World War Z, a Mark Forster film from 2013, starring Brad Pitt in a zombie film. So there are actually 2 new films coming up from the Paramount Scares line. Okay, but that being said, we got Rosemary's Baby, and we also got Pet Sematary, directed by Mary Lambert. It's from 1989, I believe, and I haven't seen that film at all, so I have no idea what to actually expect from it. Obviously, as most people, I actually like anything that is based on Stephen King's writing, and I'm really interested in what he actually cooked up in here as well. Okay, so you might have already probably seen that these 4K editions coming up in a slip box, rigid one, but also with digipacks. So this is a kind of like a special deal here. They're actually coming up in digipacks and not in standard Amaray cases inside, which weirdly enough has been the case for Paramount in their previous 3 collector's editions that they did, namely Anchorman, Italian Job, and Once Upon a Time in the West. Okay, but that being said, let us start with unboxing of Rosemary's Baby. I'm gonna get a glass of water, okay? Alright, so here's Rosemary's Baby, and you can see the box in here is glossy. It's a rigid one. The certification logos are actually printed, so they are not removable, they are not stickers. And this in here is a J card. So let me show you in the background very quickly. Sorry, the background, the back. It's basically kind of like everything continues onto the back, like so. Okay, so we're getting a kind of like a J card, flimsy one. It's not a paper one, it's a flimsy one, and it's basically a write-up of the film, and essentially the special features. So we're not getting a kind of like a glimpse into what is included in this collector's edition. This was actually mentioned in the front cover, like here. You can still see there was a kind of like a sticker of what it includes, but not like a total and complete description of the contents. But to let you know, when it comes to technical details, this film's runtime is approximately 137 minutes, which is 2 hours and 17 minutes. It has an aspect ratio of 1.85 to 1. It has a Dolby True HD stereo mono track, and it was made in Dolby Vision. Alright, and it features strong sexual violence, and for that it received an 18 certificate in the UK. Alright, kind of like, you can see that the printing didn't actually go well. The Paramount logo is not really straight. It's kind of like lining to the left a bit, unfortunately. So there's the printing is a little bit messed up. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, it needs a couple of shakes, and the reason for that is me getting a glossy slip box and a glossy digipack inside, so it's, you know, the friction between those things is very big. Inside, nothing, pure paper, but just to let you know, rigid slip box, very good. Okay, so basically that's the digipack. The front is essentially the same as the front cover on the slip box, and as was before, basically that's the full artwork from the box set itself. Alright. That's very nice. We actually get inside a little bit of a scene from a movie with a quote. "This is no dream, this is really happening. Rosemary Woodhouse." So what do we get inside? We unveil a 4K disc, and I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised. We are actually getting a completely new artwork on the disc. So the disc artwork is completely new. It's a beautiful artwork with a, well, you can already see what it actually depicts. And the disc itself is a dual layer 66GB disc. So that's the 4K disc. Then we unlock this side, and we get into Blu-ray disc, which houses the film as well as most, if not all, of the special features. The artwork on the disc is also new, as you can see. Very nice. Okay, and there's some of my fingerprints on it. But the Blu-ray is essentially a dual layer 50GB disc. Gonna put the disc in here. And on the last segment of the digipack, we're actually getting our goodies. So there are a couple of goodies inside, which I'm really happy with. We're getting a sticker. So as you can see, there is a sticker for "Pray for Rosemary's Baby." Okay. Well, I'll not pray for Rosemary's Baby, but okay. we're getting a poster, which is super nice. I love posters. And we're also getting a couple of more things. Okay, so let's check out the art cards. And I can already see that the art cards are... Can you hear that? I guess you already know what it means. Kind of like a flimsy paper, but kind of like a thicker than the J card. So it's not a very thick paper, unfortunately. And that's the back, probably on all of them. There you go, that's the art cards. Okay, we're also getting a leaflet essentially, which includes production notes, and it's a reproduction actually of the production notes, and it basically is program information, which is just that, 2 pages. It basically includes synopsis for the film, and on the back we're actually getting cast and crew, a little bit of technical details as well. Okay, what we're also getting is this kind of like a fold out. Comes with the full, and this is actually a thick paper, a little bit textured paper. Very nice. So it comes with the full Rosemary's Baby, and on the inside we got Rosemary's Baby and the famous quote, "All of them are witches." Okay, interesting, but the best thing I have saved for last, and I can already feel that the paper is of decent quality. We've got the, oh, come on, famous poster, which is presented in a kind of like a long version. It's not a standard A3 size poster. It is kind of like a longer version. It is quite narrow but long, if you know what I mean. It's quite long. But that's the famous poster. With the original artwork. There's nothing on the back. I'm very happy with that poster. Alright. So that's it when it comes to Rosemary's Baby. I have to say that is the one of the most decent collector's editions out there. It's really nice. It's really good. If you're a fan of the film, that's actually very good collector's edition. It's quite decent, and I think it's one of the best from Paramount so far. But we'll see. Still a bit bugged by the fact that it's actually not, in line. But I have to say that it's kind of like a problem I've noticed with the Paramount collector's editions. It seems to me that there is no consistency. And I will talk about the consistency aspects later. I'm not sure when, but probably I'll make a video about the newest Paramount collector's editions. So I'm going to be talking about the Uncommon, the Italian Job, the Once Upon a Time in the West, as well as those collector's editions from the Paramount Scares. And if I'm going to be patient enough, I'm also going to show the newest The Ring and World War Z Paramount Scares line. So the thing I've noticed is basically when it comes to the design, the contents, and the quality, they're actually quite inconsistent. So I'm not sure what the specific issue with that is, but it's something that I've noticed already. Okay, so let's go to the Pet Sematary Collector's Edition. As I mentioned, I haven't seen this movie before, so I'm not sure what to actually expect, and I'm not sure what to make of some of the contents inside, so I'll essentially probably shut up. But in here we're also getting 4K Ultra HD disc, Blu-ray disc, we're getting stickers, art cards, poster, and more. Let's unpack that baby. Okay, so here we go. As you can see already, compared to Rosemary's Baby, the certifications logo are actually aligned differently. This is most likely to basically allow for the knife in the Rosemary Baby to be kind of like on full display and not covered by a logo certification. Right. Again, we're actually getting a glossy cover, which I have to say, I haven't actually said, I haven't said that before. I really like the kind of like design and the art that has been used for those editions. Kind of like drawn design artwork, which is fresh, new, and very nice. Okay, here's the spine. We got the Paramount Scares nicely lined up in the middle. Pet Sematary 4K Ultra HD logo certifications. Here's the other side of the spine, which includes the digipack, and here's the actual snippets. And essentially everything is kind of like updated for this edition, but it basically just includes the standard blurb for the film and information about the special features on disc. But to tell you about the actual technical aspects of the film, and this film's running time is approximately 103 minutes, so 1 hour and 43 minutes. It has an aspect ratio of 1.78 to 1, and it features a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that out. You can see we got the cat with a Sematary in the background. It continues to the spine and continues to the back. So it's a very nice design artwork, and that actually continues along all of these sides. Okay. Again, white background, white insert inside, rigid slip box, very nice. Okay. Again, I'm just going to show you like this. That's the full extent of the artwork that we see in the slip box, but right now very nicely set out. It's a glossy finish, thickened paper in here, cardboard. Very nice artwork. It seems very much to me that if you're a fan of the film, yeah, you should be able to actually like this. However, I think I've read some comments online basically saying that the artwork that is used right now, this, is actually an artwork from a sequel from this original film. So a lot of people are actually saying that, okay, Paramount screwed up because they used an artwork that was designed specifically for the sequel of this film. Okay, I haven't seen that film. I haven't seen any of those films, so I don't care. Looks nice. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Again, we can actually fold it up together to create another new image. And we get a quote, "Sometimes that is better." Oops. Alright. Now for the action getting, most likely, I haven't seen these discs before, but most likely they're again new artworks on the disc. So we're getting a nice artwork with cat's eye for the 4K disc. And this includes only the feature film inside. And it's a double layer 66GB disc. Okay, we're getting more of the Sematary in the background. And the Blu-ray is essentially the same disc, which features film and special features. And it's a dual layer 50GB disc. And they had the same artwork, so I suppose when I'm actually going to put them together, they're actually going to make a nice two eyes combination, which is quite nice. Alright, so when it comes to the contents, we're actually getting two new stickers. We're getting an Orinco sticker, which is, I think, it has some blood splatter on it, and a cat with the motto of the film, "Sometimes that is better." Right. Okay, we're getting another one of those signs that was featured in Rosemary's Baby. We're getting Pet Sematary. Painted sign on the wooden wooden panels. And again, sometimes that is better. Okay, this line is featured already 3 times in here, in this edition. Okay, and here are the art cards. And talk about inconsistency. The art cards, thick, they're thick, they're actually proper art cards on a proper thick paper, and they're actually made of the same paper as those, so it's a kind of like very thick paper. I have no idea why they haven't used that kind of paper on the Rosemary's Babies art cards. It's like, as I'm saying, like I really like those Paramount collector's editions, but they're somehow inconsistent in a way. I don't know. Okay, so let's take a look at the art cards in full. Alright, we're getting a cat, and the back is basically Pet Sematary, and it has a nice texture to it on the back. It's not like just a paper. And at the same time, the look and feel of those seems like they have a very nice design that is supposed to be reminiscent of the 1980s essentially photographs. Okay, we get the cat. We get, I guess, one of the characters from the film. Okay, this guy is dead. Okay, and that's one of the famous scenes from the film. I suppose I've seen that picture a lot of times. The baby with the razor. And here's the cat again. Alright. And we're getting a poster. So again, I suppose this is the original artwork for the film. And again, this poster is quite long, so it's not a standard A3 poster. Alright, okay, so that's it. That's what you're getting inside. And I really do believe if you're a fan of the film, you should be able to like this collector's edition. Okay, so let's put the discs back, and let's see the full cat's eyes. Very nice, look at that. Really nice for the cat's eyes in here. Okay. Okay. So that's that when it comes to the Paramount Scares and the collector's editions of those fantastic films, I suppose. Rosemary's Baby is definitely one of the greatest films of all time. I don't know much about Pet Sematary, but really, really nice additions. Now, before I close down this video, as I mentioned, I wanted to talk to you about a little bit about the Paramount collector's editions and some of the inconsistencies that I have noticed already when it comes to their designs. So, I'm gonna start with the standard collector's editions. Then I'm going to move on to the Paramount Scares line. Especially after what I've seen is the artwork and the design of the new World War Z as well as the Ring editions. Okay, so here are the 3 other collector's editions that we received from Paramount. And one of the things I have already noticed is that they're using, it's kind of like a, okay, I have OCD, okay? I have OCD. So I notice things that most people don't notice, or perhaps even if they notice, they're not bothered with it. I am, unfortunately. So one of the things I noticed is, for example, you have Italian Job, and you have a different 4K Ultra HD logo compared to the other films. If you take a look into the Paramount Scares at the same time, you're still getting the Ultra HD Blu-ray logo, not the 4K Ultra HD logo. Okay, I can let that slide. Okay, let's take a look on the essentially the logos. So I believe the Once Upon a Time in the West collector's edition was announced first from Paramount, and it features kind of like a very sleek 4K Ultra HD and Blu-ray sign logo on top. Okay. Now, Italian Job was the second one that was announced, and as you can see, it has the starlight almost as we are seeing on the lines of standout editions of the 4K Ultra HD discs, 4K Ultra HD, 4K Ultra HD plus Blu-ray, almost like a standard slipcover version. Now, it almost feels like it is a J card, something along the lines of here, that we can actually remove. But I know I haven't unpacked that, so yeah, don't mention that. But you can see it's not a J card, so you cannot remove that. It's actually printed on. It's part of the design. So you have this on this edition, and you're having this monstrosity not removable from the other edition that you're doing. Okay. Weird. Okay. That's weird. And yeah, with Uncommon, which was released a couple of weeks ago, we're essentially going back to the same design that we're seeing in the Once Upon a Time in the West. Okay. Alright, well, that's one of the things that I've noticed. The other thing that I've noticed when it comes to inconsistency is the packaging itself, which is inconsistent even in the very same lines. So as you can see, the packaging and the contents are kept very similar from Once Upon a Time to the West, The Italian Job, and An Uncommon. Okay, it's fine, great. Then we have received information about the new releases, the Paramount Scares line, as you can see, and it has very new artwork, and it is housed in those digipacks. Perfect. So I'm fine with them being of a different sort than the others. It has a specific new line of movies. Okay. However, Paramount announced 2 new films coming from the Paramount Scares line: The Ring and World War Z. And if you're seeing the images for those films, somehow they have increased the pricings. So these films are actually for $29.99 for a collector's edition. In this day and age, that's a very low price. So I'm really happy with the price for these films as well. So World War Z is actually coming up for $34.99 already, so £5 increase. And The Ring is actually coming up for $44.99, a £15 increase, and also a £10 increase from World War Z. Now, the difference between those films actually lies also in the packaging itself. When it comes to the insides, we got digipacks for those 2 films. We're not getting digipacks for World War Z or The Ring for some reason. For World War Z, as I've seen, we're actually going back to these designs. We're going to get a standard MRI case, we're going to get a envelope, and all the attachments inside are actually going to be housed in that envelope. And that's what actually being priced for $34.99. Weird, okay? Inconsistent. And to top all of that inconsistency, The Ring 4K Collector's Edition is actually going to be with a steelbook. So they're even, obviously it justifies the price, right? They're actually going for $44.99. So the price is, goes up, but most likely because of the steelbook. And it's along the same lines of other retailers that they're doing. So the distributors such as Universal, which actually sells all of their collector's editions with steelbooks for $44.99, or the Warner Brothers. So it's fine, the pricing is fine. However, as I'm saying, inconsistent packaging a little bit. So that actually begs me to think that there might be 2 different kind of like, you know, maybe different manufacturers, let's say, in place, who are actually doing you know, those designs separately. They're not cooperating with each other like very much, and what we're actually getting is like packagings which are of different quality and different designs all the time. Yeah. But, okay, rant over. Rosemary's Baby, Pet Sematary, 4K collector's editions from Paramount with lots of goodies inside, and I have to say they are very well worth it, especially this. This is a magnificent edition if you're a fan of the film, and I am one. So this definitely is going to stay with me for a long time. When it comes to this, well, I'm just gonna have to wait and see, watch the film, and then I'm gonna decide if I'm actually want to have it in my collection or not. But pretty psyched to have it as well. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. It's been kind of like a longer video, but we did 2 unboxings at once. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give a like and subscribe. Feel free to comment on the video as well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Cheers.